Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ozioma. I hope you are doing great. If you're here for the first time, you are most welcome. Please do not leave without subscribing to my channel. And to my old subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. There is something I want to share with us today about, something that happened to someone I know. We all eat beans, because beans is a staple here in Nigeria, and I don't think there's a family that does not eat beans. If you don't eat it at home, maybe when you get to the office, you're eating it. And if you're in Lagos, our beans here is not complete until you pay it with bread, ewa and bread. So we are used to it. You also have beans and rice combination and all that. Several things you could cook with beans. So it's something that we are used to and we like eating it. Though not everybody, some of us, we like eating it. While you are growing up, they will force you to eat beans. If you are crying, you'll be eating it and you'll be crying. So that's how some families are. You eat it, you are crying, and you still eat it. But this thing that happened to this friend of mine is not something that is nice. We have this WhatsApp group of old schoolmates where we exchange a lot of things, we talk, we exchange banters, we help one another there. And just last weekend, one of us wasn't around. Well, we didn't see her on the platform. You see, when you don't see people on the platform, maybe you just like, maybe she doesn't want to be online, or she's busy or something. But if it's somebody that's there often, nothing stops you from giving the person a call to say, we didn't see you, I hope all is well with you. So we didn't know that this our friend was passing through a terrible time. She came online a few days after to tell us that she had a sad weekend, a sorrowful one at that. A family she knows so well, they are her in-laws, yes. This family had an issue, had problems over the weekend. That was last weekend. The woman went and bought beans, made the beans, prepared the meal for the family to consume. But it didn't go down well with everybody in the family. Sometime in 2018, there was a video that went viral about a man sprinkling insecticide on beans as a way of preservation. People condemned the act. We saw the harm that some of these people were doing to our system, but we didn't know. Then Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audobe, said that there was no policy to regulate how these things are preserved. Farmers and people that sell grains, they use all manner of chemicals to preserve beans because of the weevils and other things. And they know that these things, they are not good for consumption, but they still do it. Now, what happened to this family? The woman made the beans for them to eat, and there is a family of 6, right? Or 5. She has 4 children, 6. 4 children, the husband and the wife, that's 6. So the children, the ages range between 6 and 15. So that particular day, the 15-year-old boy was going for a youth program in church. So these other ones wanted to go, but the church said he's from 15 years old. So he was the only one that left. So it was this woman, her husband, and these 3 other children at home. So she made the beans on Friday. After consuming that meal, everybody started having one issue or the other. It became a problem. Sometimes when you hear about these things, you say, I beg now, this one a film. No, this one is not a scene from a Nollywood movie or any other movie. Or something you read on social media, you say, these people have come again. This one is real. At least I know the person this thing happened to. So after consuming that meal on Friday, the boy was the first Friday evening. This 6-year-old boy, honestly, the boy died. Like play. And they were rushed to a hospital. They lived at Surulere. Surulere is in Lagos. If you don't know where it is, it's in Lagos. So they rushed them to the hospital, and these other people, they were battling for their lives. By Saturday morning, the man had slipped into coma. So they were referred to LUTH. before they could be moved to where they referred them to. Another boy, 13-year-old boy, that one also had gone. So it remained the man, his wife, and the daughter. They moved them to LUTH. That was on Saturday. By Saturday evening, the man had gone, giving up the ghost. I'm telling you the truth. So it was not the woman and the daughter. And people were like, oh God, this one appeared. Let this one stay. For where? Sunday evening, the girl packed up. She left. She also went. So the woman is there now, battling for her life seriously. And you begin to wonder, what went wrong? What happened? Because these people, this man bought these beans, they have, you have these local shops, street shops where you get something immediate. Maybe you find out that, oh, I don't have salt again, let me just rush out and buy something. That kind of shops. Everybody, or most streets, they have people that sell on the streets. So the woman bought the beans from there. And after the preparation and everything, people just start dying one after the other. You begin to wonder. You are not the only one that live on this street. So what happened? What went wrong? Because see, now we've not heard that something else happened. We've not heard that everybody that have, they have collapsed or they have perished. So why only this family? Not that I am wishing for something evil to happen to anyone. No, I'm just wondering what happened. Is it the method of preparation? Is it the way that it was preserved? Because sometimes what people are doing these days, honestly, if you see how they preserve some things, at least we see the videos online. People send them online, you watch and you wonder, what is the motive? The other day I saw a video of vegetables, all these are local vegetables, ugu and all the other ones. They'll just they soak them in some chemicals and they are ever fresh. But how can vegetables be fresh from morning till evening? Is it possible? No, it's not possible. So before you go to the market and say, oh, I want the fresh one, check it very well. I mean, there's nothing wrong in buying the one that even if he's sleeping, buy it when you get home, wake it up, sprinkle water, or dip it in water and make your meal. Because people are now mean. You're asking yourself, what is the motive behind all these things? Is it fruits that we eat? They preserve them with carbide, they will boil them, they pour hot water on fruit, mango, agbalumo, everything. Orange, everything. And you buy it and you don't even get any satisfaction from eating those things. So what is their motive? What are their intentions? The people that are perpetrating this act. I think the government should do something. Now the woman is battling, seriously battling for her life. Her life is just hanging on a balance. You want to make meal, you want to cook for your family like you used to do, and something happened. You begin to wonder, sometimes people say, people are so religious, they are so religious, and you think, is there no spiritual something attached to this thing? Of course. What else should we think? Because they're not the only people that live on that street. They're not the only people that buy from that same source. And the person is still selling and nothing has happened. And within 72 hours, 4 family members lay dead. 4. That was how somebody woke up in the morning happy. Before the end of that day, things have changed, drastically changed that. Where will she even start from? So the only person that is breathing now, that is alive and well, is the son, the one that went to church. So they had to bring the boy back. So when he came back, he was like, what's going on here? Where is everybody? I mean, you left your family happy, joyful, in good health. Everybody was okay, in one piece. You got back. You didn't see anybody. The boy became surprised. And the woman is there now, battling for her life, trying to live. They said her kidneys and the liver, they were affected. So even if she comes out, how would her life be? It's only God that can help out. And the hospital, they are trying everything humanly and medically possible to ensure that she lives. So where do you buy your beans from? Somebody said that before you make your beans meal, parboil the beans, pour the water away and put water again. Even if the nutrients, you don't derive nutrients from it anymore because of the washing and washing and washing. At least the hunger would have been assuaged. Your stomach has something is in your stomach. You carry that one now. What will somebody do? Because of the evil, the bad things that are happening in our society today. People do all manner of things. You buy pepper, even ground pepper. If not that they had mixed it with something else, pepper will no longer be pepper. The thing will just, you say, but I put pepper here now. The other time we heard about a family that perished after consuming suya that they bought with their money. And people were still buying suya from that same source. So is there not anything spiritual about these things? Somebody is saying, people are always talking about spiritual, because what else will we say? Maybe arrows of wickedness. After all, the Bible talks about it. Arrows that fly by day. Pestilence that works in darkness, and it was by day. So the arrows that fly by day, maybe it flew into the beast, and all these things have, honestly, I don't even know what to think. This is terrible. This is so bad. I think the government should do something. They should begin to hold some people accountable. People should be made to pay for some of these atrocities they commit. You don't just take away, wipe away an entire family and you go scot-free. I think they should find out where that guy bought the beast from and check it out. Take it to the lab to see what the contents or something, I don't know. And there should be policies in place to regulate all these things, so that when you go contrary to it, you'll be punished. As a matter of fact, if there are policies, I'm sure they will work in line with the guidelines. People will not be doing anything they like. You don't just wake up in the morning and turn a red apple to a green apple to a red apple. We have seen all those ones. What have we not seen? Anything, they can do anything, they can change anything, inject poison into so many things that we eat. Sometimes God is helping us, but we have to help ourselves. We have to, because we cannot continue like this. Like this woman that this thing happened to, we're praying that she lives. Now when you see her, how will you even go to commiserate with her? Madam, I came to tell you that, oh no. You know, when you go to see this kind of person, you will start from somewhere. You know, you start telling a story. Maybe you start with scriptures if you're a Christian, and you now come in. Or you go to her house, you sit with her for a day, you go home, come back the next day. Because words will fail you. Where will you start from? Is it from the husband, the children, and all that? Where? So let us be careful with what we consume, because people are evil. You even go to some restaurants to eat, and the stories are bad. The stories you hear from there, you know, those things you don't even know what to hold on to anymore. You become scared of everything. Even the water we drink, bottled water we buy, you see them repackaging water. They will pick up bottles of water of known brands and they will repackage it. They will do a lot of things. They will pour everything there. When you drink the water, you start having issues. So that was what happened to this family. The woman is still there. So if you're buying beans, or if you're cooking beans, I think maybe you should consider parboiling it first. Throw away the water. Maybe use another one. Now, the nutrients we need to get from this food will not be getting anymore, because of evil people everywhere, bad people, the ones that have vowed that people will not be okay, just because they want to make some gains. What else? Aside that, what else? So that is it. That was how my friend spent a bad weekend, honestly. When she came online and told us about what happened to her, we were all so sad. Because you cannot hear this kind of thing and you will say, oh no. So if you're in a group, or maybe you have not seen someone for a long time, I think that's my own suggestion, my own little one couple advice. Maybe you should just try and reach out to someone, because you don't know what they're passing through. I know that Nigeria now is too fine, but at least just a phone call could go a long way in helping out, you know, in a situation like this, or something you don't even know happened. Well, that's what I said I should tell you people today, that this one is real. It happened live here in Lagos. So be careful where you eat, watch what they do. If you're not satisfied, go somewhere else. So times have changed. Let us all be careful and mind what we put in, what we consume, what we ingest, so so that all these people will not just take us for a ride. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please don't leave without subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Till then, please stay safe. Bye.